Still seeing the big screen, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder why I can't get it full
So
size.
there are separate fair use
Huh?
for copyright. Uh,
Oh,
fair use laws.
I can't hear you very well. You were looking at copyright stuff.
Yeah. Uh, fair use laws for that are. I'll have to do more research, but if you're using it for commentary, you can use a certain amount.
Okay. Problem right now is I've got a loop in there. It's driving me crazy. I'm streaming live. Oh, why did it switch by itself? Huh. Oh, it's catching up. That's why. I can't get it on full screen. There we go. Now it's full screen. This is live YouTube right now. You can look at it on your phone.
Okay.
I still have the path for it.
Yeah, I can pull it up easily.
Yeah. Let me make the Kindle bigger. Is the Kindle bigger? No.
Oh, that's perfect. I can see it.
Yeah. How about now? It's even bigger.
Hold on. Oops.
That's pretty good. Huh? Yeah, I can see it. It's faded at the top. Why does it fade? Something's happening.
Whoops. Let's see here. Oops.
The other way. Yeah, it's just always easier to go backwards. I can see it. Yeah, it's kind of washed out, but I can see it. That's pretty good then, huh? There you go.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, what the hell?
oh, it's probably reacting to the light on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other way.
There we go.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So then,
That's not
and
bad.
can you can highlight in here, right?
Yeah, you can do a lot of editing on that.
Where is the stuff?
You should be able to. Yeah.
That's pretty good. So we can be talking. We can say, okay, when they talked about bidding and
I'm sure there's a shortcut. Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure we should get better at it.
But still.
But if I go full screen, I can't see the.
Oh, yeah, you can change text.
It's pretty good, yeah. It's a pretty good way to move around it too.
Mm-hmm.
So we could buy whatever book and we could share. We just have to have it planned out though, because that's see what has to happen there is when you're talking or I'm talking, one of us has to be getting into the paragraph, and then when it's time, you switch it on.
Yeah.
It's going to take some practice to do that. We're going to make some mistakes.
Definitely.
That's why I got to get you set up so you can be on the this thing, so you can start controlling this stuff.
Oh,
you know, because it's going to be tough. I mean, well, maybe not because you're going to, I think it's going to be geared more towards you. So I could be doing most of the editing because this whole thing is about you more than it is me. So when you start talking about things, but I need to know what you're going to talk about too.
Well, yeah.
So what we have to do is like not a word for word script, but you're going to have to write like a little timeline, like an agenda almost. So you're gonna have to say first. I'm going to talk about paragraph, the chapter 2, paragraph, page, or whatever. Page 5.
Well, yeah, my vision is that it goes in order too. So if we were able to highlight stuff. Yeah.
Say it again.
I said my vision is that it goes in order.
Goes what?
Like as the book's written.
Oh.
So if you highlight stuff beforehand,
well, just, yeah, we can have this stuff highlighted, right? Like you're just saying now beforehand.
It stays highlighted. So.
Yeah, right. As long as you're in the session, we could highlight that one, and then we could highlight this one. Okay. Go full screen. And we have them.
And I like the idea of it being a conversation.
Yeah, I know. I need to come back to you, but I need to be the one that's kind of getting this as you're talking about it, and then after.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, as you're. Go ahead.
Turn to page 3.
Yeah.
Like you can say that on air.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, and then people might be following along on their own book too, or their own version of it.
Yeah.
That would be good too. Yeah. So right now we're going to look at page 30 of chapter 3 or whatever. Yeah. Okay. We're going to have to really practice some of them. We're still going to have to write out a general script.
Absolutely. But
do you want to take that on and put it in the OneNote?
Sure.
Maybe not. I don't know. Because I know you're busy. It's hard for you.
But no, I mean,
yeah,
I can. I just don't think.
Well, I think somebody needs to start it, and then I can give input on it, or I need to start it and you can give input on it. And it seems
Yeah.
like you have it in your head. You have it in your head what you were looking at. I think I do too, but I think you have it better in your head than I do right now. No, that's not necessarily true. But how? So what I'm trying to think of now is how. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Let me show myself so you can relate to me. I'll just show both of us, Stephen and Ed. So what I was thinking, okay, so what we have to do is we have to get together and go through it together,
Mhm.
the chapter
Well, that's
before.
my thought.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I hadn't thought of that.
Is
We have to, which makes sense. So we get
the
up like early. If we're doing this on Saturdays, we get up early Saturday morning. We spend a couple hours going through the chapter, highlighting the stuff we want to highlight, talking about the stuff, you showing your things, and I know because, and then I can read it and get familiar with what we're talking about here. And then we go live, and we almost do the same thing, but now we know what we're going to talk about ahead of time.
Mhm.
So we're not going well. That you know, I mean, for the first while, we're probably going to be doing a lot
yeah,
of
that's doesn't happen.
yeah, a lot of not knowing
But
what. But I
even if you
mean,
look at
we're both pretty good at communicating. We're both pretty good at not being shy about stuff.
yeah,
You know, so we should be able to get through it. We just also have to make sure we show personality though, and don't get wrapped up so much into doing it and then start talking like this all the time. or, or
well, yeah,
or like I've shown that I have a habit to do when I'm starting to think about something else, my voice kind of goes quiet and you can't really hear what I'm saying.
yeah,
You know, but if we rehearse it ahead of time, and I gotta think that the pros they do it too, right? They gotta go through it and practice, not every word for word.
Joe Rogan doesn't.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but his is different too. I mean, he's just going by frame. He's just going by what's on his mind. He's not
Yeah,
he's not talking about something else like we are. We're talking about a book
yeah,
or something Joe Rogan said or something like that. But he's just flying but off his cuff, you know. I mean, it's a whole. I mean,
yeah.
he must think about before the show starts. He must have some notes jotted down. Saying, I'm going to talk about this, and this.
He he said openly he doesn't.
He doesn't. Yeah.
He
Well,
said
and
he does his own.
he's smart too, which helps. And I'm sure he's developed a skill. I'm sure we could develop it. You know,
Well, yeah,
he's been involved in television and stuff for a while. Probably doing a lot of ad lib on his television shows before, right?
yeah,
You know, he's been in the business. You know,
yeah. And he talks about how he doesn't even know what he's going to ask, or he just gets somebody on and then
yeah,
kind of lets the conversation go.
yeah, yeah, and we could do that too if we picked a subject, like a news subject, like what's just happened. But we don't want to get into politics, I know. But I'm just trying to think what just happened recently. Talk about Tesla. I don't know. Or SpaceX.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of an example without going to politics. No, that. Oh well, it's politics, but the FBI raid on
Yeah,
Trump's place. You know, we could talk about our thoughts on that. I mean,
yeah,
but I don't have all the knowledge on that either. All I could do is quote what I've heard. You know,
well, that's the thing.
Clavin say or Knowles or Walsh. Those are the three that I listen to right now. I love Clavin on Friday nights. He's funny as heck. and Andrew Clavin.
Yeah,
But and my favorite right now is Knowles. Walsh gets on my nerves sometimes. Sometimes Walsh is like, I don't know how if it was you I was talking to about it, but he frustrated me once because he was talking about the awards, the Academy Awards, and he was talking about how the Coda got a bunch of awards, and he was
Who?
comparing Coda, the movie Coda. This Apple movie. It's a really good movie. It's really good.
Okay.
And it's it's about basically it's about a hearing girl whose parents and brother are deaf,
Mhm.
and it shows the almost like the inverse. You know how usually they show what the troubles that the deaf person has to go through and everything to
Mhm.
fit into the hearing world. Well, they flipped it over and show the trouble she has to go through to fit into the non-hearing world.
Mhm.
And the problems it causes her. And it was cute. It was a good family. It was a good family thing. What do you call those types of shows? Where positive imaging and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And it was just good. It was a really good movie. And he said, "Oh, I never heard of that movie," and he cut it down. Almost not. It's like it's been on Apple for a year or so. Look around. You could have seen it and watched it. You know,
Yeah.
he just kind of made it sound like that movie didn't deserve to be awarded because he hadn't heard of it. That's that's
Right.
that's what got me frustrated. It's like, okay, just because you haven't heard it doesn't mean it's not a good movie and didn't deserve to get an
Right.
award. You know,
You're a busy guy.
yeah, and I don't have a problem with him thinking that, but to sit there and say it on his show, it's like, dude, you
Yeah.
know, I don't need to hear your opinion on something you haven't seen.
But yeah.
That's the bottom line. You can give me your opinion on stuff you know about, but don't don't give me. I got rounded on my drink. Don't give me an opinion on something you don't know about. But see, right now, I'm kind of doing this on purpose, talking like this now to try to get a get us comfortable with just talking back and forth on stuff.
Yeah.
What's the matter? You gotta go.
I'm just struggling
Huh?
right now.
Well, we got a lot done today.
No, I agree.
You know, Breeze was asking me, well, so have you guys done any samples or anything like that? I said, we're just trying to figure out how to do the technology first. I mean, if we
Yeah.
don't know how to do that, we can't do anything. we got to
No.
we got to figure out how to get it set up. But I think today we've actually stepped into actually figuring out how it's going to flow. That's what
Mhm.
we didn't really write a flow yet, did we? So this is going to pop up on the screen. You probably can't see it, but it's just you have your version. So script, where did we get to in the script? So after the main ideas in this chapter are, and then what do we do? Maybe just open your own.
What do you want?
I'm looking at the script we started writing. Oh, discussion. That's where we're next. So what do we do during the discussion? So we do chapter. Uh, chapter read and highlight important paragraphs, not paragraphs, paragraphs. droid cam went off.
What happened? You're all frozen.
It's weird for you.
Can you hear me?
Did I lose you by accident?
This is a weird thing.
Can you hear me?
August.
Can you hear me?
November, coming in the fall. So today, and I'll just use this timer and set it up.
Why did I lose your picture? Oh, because you're probably typing. That's why.